Well, it's 2 o'clock, so we can start. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Frontier Friday. I have been watching EGX since I got up. Well, not since I got to work this morning. Hello, Slacks. Hello to everybody in the chat. That would be Chris Gwynn and Slacks and Pixie Cow. Thank you for your enthusiasm, Pixie Cow. That's the kind of enthusiasm I like to see. And VGA 256. Yeah, Application Systems Heidelberg is showing off both Rosewater and the very soon upcoming, Growbot at EGX in London this weekend. And it's an in-person event. There are many people there that I've seen. There's a lot of people not wearing masks, which is... But we're not there. We're there virtually. There's a Discord setup where the people who sit down and play the games, they can talk to us via Discord. I'm just sitting there watching. So Charles Cecil is going. Oh, that's cool. Well, I was thinking I would get up extra early tomorrow to come down because it starts at 10 a.m. UK time, which is 5 a.m. Who's showing for Ash in person? They have two. Oh, you mean about getting shown off? Wait, what? You mean Charles Cecil is showing there? There's no one actually in person from Application Systems there. They have a couple of guys who are like standing by to like reset the demos when people don't. But we're all, I mean, the developer of Growbot is based in Brighton, but she was sick, so she didn't go. So she's also been on Discord. But we're all just sitting in our respective homes on our webcams, just watching things happen. Which I have to say is actually a really nice way to attend a thing. Yes, he will live another year. It's a really nice way to attend a conference because you don't really have to like stand there awkwardly. You just sit there awkwardly while and do other things. I've been working while people have been playing the game. So people have been playing all the games. So or I've been watching people play the game. So now it's time for you to watch me develop the game. So there's that. Also, hello, Rocky Johan. Charles is on at 1:30 when the world of comics and video games collide. Interesting. I guess he'll be talking about working with Dave Gibbons and Beyond a Steel Sky and Beneath a Steel Sky and all that. How's the work been going? It's been going well. I spent all day yesterday designing a character, and today I'm animating this character's walk cycle, so that's what I'm doing today. So let's get started. I've already done a good chunk of the side walk cycle, but I still have to do the front walk cycle and the back walk cycle. I probably won't get all of that done on stream. In fact, I'd be surprised if I got the side walk cycle done on stream, but so it goes. Anyway, for now, I'm going to do the highlight on the arm. Let me remember what this guy... And this is fun because it's an asymmetrical sprite, because this character has a gun holster on his left side. And so, actually, oh, yeah, on his left side. So on his right side. On his right side. This is wrong because I flipped this so that I could just get the thing. So I actually have to do a version with the holster and without the holster. So that's going to be fun. I'm glad I looked at that because I was ready to just put this on the on the character without worrying about it. So anyway, yeah. So he's gonna have separate left and right walk cycles. Thankfully, he does not have diagonals, so I don't have to worry about that. Even though I had to do his diagonal view. But yeah, separate left and right walk cycles. Fun. For what it's worth, your speech volume is set perfectly for the first time in years. Thank you. Well, you can thank C. Dutson for that. He was in here on a stream last week, and he was like, your voice is kind of low, and I realized, because here's the weird thing about OBS. If you turn the slider for your mic all the way up, it's at 0.0 decibels. You have to go into like advanced settings to be able to turn the volume any higher. So I have it at plus 15 decibels right now, whereas the desktop audio is at minus 15.7 decibels. So yeah, So that's good, but it's also kind of disturbing to know that all of this time you couldn't hear me very well. But whatever. It looks kind of like a dong. What kind of look? Oh, what, the holster? Oh, it does kind of look like a dong, doesn't it? I think I need to fix the holster to be a little less dong-like. But I'll do that after I finish the, Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it now so Twitch doesn't ban me for being, I think the problem is that it's too long. It should be like, it should be a few pixels shorter, I think. So like, actually, let's do the proper holster. Yeah, that's way too big. That's like a super long gun. All right, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. 7 pixels. There, that looks less like a dong, and now it looks like a gun in a holster. It's been a long day at work and I have less of a filter. That's fair. But no, you're right. You're right. I was thinking in the I had to actually fix it in a couple of the other views, because in the other views, especially in the diagonal view where it was like behind him, it really looked like a dong, so it looked like he had his bits out. All right, so let me duplicate this layer and do the appropriate fixing. I'm glad I kept these as PSDs, because I knew I had to do the walk cycles and that I was going to have to bring the holster out again. So, okay, so make that less visible so I can actually erase it. Excuse me. Okay. So that'll be fine when it's rotate canvas this way, and he's got it there, so we'll save that as Western game. Characters. Oops. Journey. Kurt Dawson. And right. Right? Right. Right. Okay. So that's fine. Alright, and now for this, which is its front view. Let's see, the holster wrap kind of aligns with his fingers, so that's a good indicator there. So actually it's about right there too. I might want to, I'll push this up a few pixels just for the hell of it. Just like 2 pixels should be fine. 1. Yeah, you know what, 1 pixel's fine. It aligns about right with the, well, no, actually it was better before, because that's about the level it should be at. So that's fine. The front view is fine. Hello, DJ Larry Parker. The dong gun. Yes. Do I have any others open? Yes, this one. Okay, so here, this definitely needs to be made shorter, because it definitely needs to be a little higher. Both because his hands are there, his fingers need to be, alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is about right. And the holster should, I mean, the foreshortening of the holster is going to be behind anyway, so yeah, that's about right. Okay, so we save that, and we save as back view. There we go. I'll do the others later. Just because I don't want to get too distracted. But these are the ones that are relevant now because I need to do these walk cycles, so. Anyway, continuing on. Fingers are shaded on the bottom. Any upcoming Red Dead Redemption 2 action? You mean the streaming? Not really. I mean, I streamed it for fun, but I don't really like streaming when I play games as much. Because I like to just enjoy the game as I play it and not have to worry about, like, performing. I've been playing it a lot lately, though. I got really excited because I found Saint Denis, and that's a great city. I mean, I love New Orleans, and the way that they make Saint Denis in Red Dead 2 feel like New Orleans is absolutely fantastic. I just love wandering around, and I actually just found out that I thought that because you know how you can purchase pieces of, like, individual articles of clothing, and you can also purchase outfits. I didn't realize that you can actually mix and match from the pieces you get from outfits. Like, I thought that when you bought an outfit, that was it. Like, you could only change into that outfit. But no, you actually get, in addition to the outfit, you get each of the individual pieces of that outfit become available to you. So you can, like, if there's an outfit that looks cool except for, like, the shirt, you can change the shirt and then save it as another custom outfit, which is really cool. So I'm playing a cowboy game to be excited about the different ways you can dress your character. That's what I'm dealing with here. Because I'm like, I need my fancy city uniform. I want my top hat and my coat with tails and my fancy duds to go around and go out on the town. You love a bit. I do love a bit of dress up. I really do. You might not appreciate it from the fact that I'm always wearing pajamas when I stream, essentially, like house pants. And, well, they're not really pajamas because I don't sleep in them. But I do like a bit of dress up when I get the opportunity. Does anyone remember Red Dead Revolver? I never played it, but I actually just watched a video of it the other day, and it was pretty funny. I heard they had to change the original name to Saint Denis halfway through the game, which meant they had to re-record hundreds of voice actors' lines for months. Oh my god. What was it called originally, if you know? Oh. Nice. Sorry, somebody tagged our... This is our little EGX display. I got to make that poster. By which I mean I got to, like, resize the poster and add a Wild West adventure text and all that. I didn't make the poster. Are you gonna let us buy costumes for Harley? What do you think I am, stuck in attic? Hell no. She wears one outfit and one outfit only. When I see games that let you change your player character's outfit, I get anxiety. I did that in a Golden Wake, but I only made Alfie's suit darker, so it wasn't like I had to redraw the entire outfit. I just had to, like, palette swap him, which wasn't that difficult. Oh, and Amy changes clothes in Shardlight once, but it's only for one section. Oh. The city was supposedly named as New Bordeaux, but changed during the development of the game because the game was already used in another open world game, Mafia 3. Ah, interesting. I actually like the name Saint Denis better than New Bordeaux. Although it makes me feel stupid because we have in Lamplight City there's Saint Denis Cathedral and everyone calls it Saint Denis. But I feel like you can get away with Americans saying things wrong. I had everyone say Chumley, but I had everyone say St. Denis Cathedral and St. Denis Cemetery. Good old St. Denis. Although really it should be Denis because it only has one N. Oh well, live and learn. But yeah, New Bordeaux I guess makes a little bit more historical sense. I still love that they included like a Louisiana stand-in Red Dead 2. It's not just exclusively like the West, it's also the East. Well, the the Southeast? I mean, Louisiana is the South, but it's like the Western South. So, I don't know. I mean, Chris Quinn, you're closer to Louisiana than I ever was, so you'd be the expert. All hail Saint Denis La Menace. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Okay, so we got ourselves an arm. 2 arms, actually. But the back one doesn't get highlighted because it doesn't. Cool, alright, so that's that. So now we do the vest. Which on the side here is there. This is easy because I didn't do buttons. I thought ahead and I decided to make it easier for myself by not putting buttons on this dang vest. So it's just a really easy shape. With a pocket. How lazy, I know, right? Lazy devs. Such a lazy dev. I should be fined for my crimes. Do what works. It's Friday. It's practically the weekend. That's right. That's right. It's the weekend, baby. Although I don't know what I'm gonna do with my. Well, I have to read. I have to read Frankenstein. I have to finish reading Frankenstein for my book club. And I also, I guess, will play more Red Dead. I was gonna play Shadowrun. But our GM's wife, who works with kids, one of the kids tested positive for COVID, so we are not going to play Shadowrun tomorrow. So that sucks, but gives me more time to do stuff. Should have drawn the lines in before I did that. Could play Battletoads. I could play Battletoads. Actually, I haven't played Battletoads in a while. I've probably gotten real rusty at it. So maybe not. I haven't played NES since I was in Vermont, actually, in June. Needs to be this here. Keep that consistent. Okay. Many layers happening here. No, that puffs out quite a lot, doesn't it? Let me not do that. I feel like a lot of people in my generation, whether PC gamers or NES gamers, are kids, but not usually both. I actually was both. I had my NES and then I would also play on PC. I mean, I've mentioned many times how I played King's Quest V on NES first, but I also played King's Quest VI later. I feel like in elementary school, I definitely played more NES, but in about 4th grade was when I got a PC, so I was still like alternating between playing like Sega Genesis and NES and computer games, because I remember getting like Toe Jam and Earl for Christmas and also like King's Quest IV. And both, but with Sega Master System and PC. I didn't realize you were a Toe Jam and Earl kid too. Are you kidding me? I loved Toe Jam and Earl. I saved up. I asked my mother if I could get paid to take out the garbage, get like $2 a week, and I saved up to be able to buy Toe Jam and Earl for Christmas for myself. I loved that game. I mean, I still do. I still have it. The sequel was okay too, but the original one, always great. $100? Holy crap, it wasn't that expensive for us. But then I know games are always a lot more expensive in Canada. I remember going to the mall in Canada in like 1994 and seeing a software store, and the games were like $80 to $100, and I was like, oh my god, this is really expensive, because that's what I sounded like as a child. My first PC game was Railroad Tycoon, if you count Penguin ABCs or whatever. Interesting. I begged and pleaded for months. I'm sure you did. Let me ask you a question, VGA256. Did you ever finish Toe Jam and Earl? Going to your Witcher, man. Okay, Neverclink. Okay, toss the coin to your Witcher. Here I am, I'm animating a walk cycle. It's like really tedious, bro, and like it's just, I'm really like super glad that you can only redeem this once per stream, because it's just too much, you know? It's just like too much. You got 90% there. Your sister and I got 5 of the ship pieces and both died. What city were you in '94? We took a field. My mom's school did a field trip. We went to, and I came along because she was a chaperone. We went to Montreal and Quebec City, so it would have been in Montreal, because we didn't go to any malls in Quebec City. Can you do your Miami Kid voice? What's my Miami Kid voice? Oh jeez, hang on. I lost the thing here a little bit. Don't want any unexpected surprises happening here. Kid voice plus Miami. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Like, these games are like fucking expensive, man. I don't know why I came to Canada. That really doesn't sound like a Miami accent now. I don't know why I came to Canada, bro. Like, everything's so expensive here. Oh my god. Wow, wicked places to visit. Also, taxes were 15 to 20% in that time. That would have been one expensive game. Yes, which is why I did not buy any games when I visited Canada. Also, it was very cold. That was the first time I ever saw snow in my life, when I was 14 years old. No, wait. I'm sorry. It wasn't 94, it was 96. Did snow shock you? Didn't shock me. It was cool to see. There was one of the chaperones who was like 40 something, one of the teachers, and he had never seen snow. And he went crazy. He was like, woo hoo hoo hoo, and like throwing snowballs at all the kids. It was great. That was when I moved to the UK. Huh. So you're not originally from the UK, Pixie Cow. I thought you were. I had a friend in college from Fiji who behaved similarly when he first saw snow. As a Swede, I cannot relate. I basically had snow in the womb. Ugh. Ah, you're from South Africa. Cool. to add a little something here just to give the hint of the thing expanding. Okay, well, this needs to be here, and this needs to go there, and then there will be a protruding shirt bit on the other side that I can't remember. Same Rocky, I grew up with it. I grew up in the Arctic. I can't imagine life without it. In Alabama, snow is a rare, magical, Christmassy traffic coating of death. Nice. Well, the first year I moved to New York, there was a huge blizzard, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, this is the worst snow we've ever seen in a long time." And I was like, "Well, this was kind of what I was expecting, so that's cool." And it's never quite reached that since, but I still get excited at the first snow of the year. I always am jokingly like, "Oh boy, it's Christmas," even if it's not. Actually, one year it snowed on the first day of spring, which was fun. Brr, I don't do cold. I actually, you know, despite the fact that I grew up in a very warm climate, I actually prefer the cold to the heat. Because as I always say, you can keep putting layers on to make yourself warm, but you can only take so much off and still be hot. Does it not get cold in the UK? It does. You just don't like it. Did you ever have a Miami accent? No, thankfully I never did. Which is why I can't really do it that well. I noticed that it's a lot more noticeable in women than in men. My husband will be in a vest and I'll be wearing 2 jumpers. I wonder why it's called a jumper. Also, it's called a vest. See, you say vest, we call that a tank top. Whereas a vest for us is this thing I'm wearing. I believe you call that a, oh gosh, what is, a waistcoat. Yes, in the UK these are called waistcoats. We call them vests. Every time I try a thick southern accent, I feel like an awful fake. A waistcoat has buttons. A vest does not. But I mean, you're talking vest in the sense of like what we call tank top, right? That's not good. I had a friend who, after spending a semester in the UK, had a weird, fakey, half-British accent. Some people pick up that sort of thing easier than others. But it's always weird when it's like halfway there. I had a friend who grew up in the UK but had spent so much time in the US that she had lost her accent, sort of. So, but she also had this weird like half British accent. It was very strange. It was cool, but it was also strange. Okay. Cool. Now for the highlight, which will always be this. Whoops. Chris Nolan speaks with a British accent, and then his brother with an American accent. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard his brother speak. But that's like Christian Bale. I'm so used to hearing him speak with an American accent, even though I know it's not his actual accent, that I saw a movie with him where he had his normal accent, and I was like, oh, that's weird sounding. And then you have people like Gillian Anderson, who can switch between the two. So she speaks with a British accent in Sex Education, and it's really weird to hear Gillian Anderson with a British accent. But apparently, it's her real thing, and she does it well. I mean, not that she's doing anything, because she's just speaking in her natural accent, but she can speak, or she can switch between the two. It's like John Barrowman, who can switch between American and Scottish. I feel the same about Sam Neill. Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw him recently too in something where he spoke with his normal accent. I was like, oh hey, it's Sam Neill, and he sounds like he should. One of my favorite comments about accents was when Sarah Quick at the Cletus Clay booth at GDC 09, she explained the subtle classism that goes with types of English accents. Yes. That is true. Yes. She had a lower class accent but attended a higher class school. Right. Sam Neill in Peaky Blinders is just weird. I've never seen Peaky Blinders. But it seems like something I might like. It's got a stupid name, though. It makes me think... It reminds me of a stupid thing from college. There was rumors that there was some guy... I'm sure it was just an urban legend. But there was rumors going around that there was some guy on campus who would like sneak into the dorms at night and like break into dorm rooms and just watch girls sleep. and I called him Peaky Weeky because I was like 20 and stupid. More like 19 actually, and stupid. And so Peaky Blinders just makes me think of Peaky Weeky. It's worth it for Tom Hardy alone. Okay. I didn't realize Tom Hardy was in Peaky Blinders. I thought it was Cillian Murphy. Wasn't Tom Hardy in some other also like Victorian criminal show where he wore a top hat? Both are in it. Cool. Okay. Yes, he was in Taboo. Okay, there we go. I guess he's found a role that works for him, which is Victorian era thug. And Bane. Or should I say, and Bane, Batman. Same creator. Okay. I can't watch Peaky Blinders. I just can't get past the name. Well, see, there you go. I feel the same way. Where's Big K69er when you need him? I feel the same about The Good Wife. Yeah, I've never seen that one either. Excuse me. Alright, that works. Do a little stretch. Ooh, I should probably do this off camera. That feels nice though. Alright, so next up is the shirt. Actually, you know what? I'll do the neckerchief next because the neckerchief is easy. It's only 2 colors. Excuse me. Also, I kind of did this backwards, but who cares? Alright, I'm gonna do the last one last. The last one next, because I like to make sure that the first and last don't jump too radically, because a lot of the times that can happen. Especially with walk cycles where I'm not using a treadmill, so I have to sort of make sure that the first and the last frame are consistent, because since I don't have a treadmill, I'm walking, and so the background and the lighting always change on me. So I've had to come up with little tricks to make sure that that everything stays consistent. Whoops. Neckerchief. Which was actually just a tie tied in a weird configuration. Not an actual neckerchief, because I don't own one. But maybe I should. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I'm going to take a very short break, get up and walk around a little bit, and then I'll come back and continue the shirt. So sit tight. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Let us continue. Let us continue with the shirt. And then, for all intents and purposes, this walk cycle will be done because the head is just a copy-paste job. And then, of course, the gun. But that's also just a copy-paste job, so really it's fine. Okay, so I guess I should make the shirt... Well, the shirt can be... It can be on this layer. It's fine. It just needs to be that. Oops. How did I shade the wrinkles here? Okay, so it's kind of, okay, so the shoulder is up there, and that's happening. And then, of course, the wrinkle of the cuff. So that should do. Oh, last one first. Well, last one second, really. Yeah. So anybody got any, the fastest walk in the West. Anybody got any fun plans for the weekend? Anybody actually going to EGX? Restrictions are off, so hopefully beer. We sold our farm, so we're going there to clear out the last of our possessions. Oh, well, yeah, congratulations. If it's a congratulatory thing. Otherwise, my condolences. It is. We're relieved not to have to worry about it anymore. That's fair. That reminds me of people who say that there's the two best days in a boat owner's life are the day you buy it and the day you sell it. So maybe it's the same thing with farm ownership. Although I think most people don't want to buy the farm. Oh. 100% true of a farm. Okay. Yes. I will, given the chance, I will always make a bad pun. Also, Rocky Johan, where are you geographically, out of curiosity? That I asked because you said the restrictions are off. Ah, Sweden, right. Okay, cool. Well, I hope you get to enjoy some beer. Oops, that's the wrong color. Ah! There we go. How big of a role is this character going to have? It's not a huge role, but he is a supporting character in one of the companion-specific excursions. So he gets 4 walk cycles because he follows you around. But depending on how you play, it's entirely possible that you might never see him. So there's also that. But, you know, I feel like most players will probably see him. But several won't. So, you know. It's the fun of designing adventure games with multiple paths. Excuse me. Replay value, that's right. The other day I went reading some of the Lamplight City Steam reviews. Some are pretty cranky sounding. Did you take any of that into consideration for Rosewater, or are you like not my audience? I feel like most of the cranky Steam reviews come in 2 flavors. Either, oh, this game is trying to shove its politics down my throat, which is ridiculous because I'm not. Or, oh, this game is not my idea of what a traditional adventure game is, and it doesn't have inventory, and I hate it. So I tend to take those as not my audience. Or, you know, this is adventure game people who are like the hardcore adventure game people. Yeah, every game has their cranky Steam reviews. But I feel like the people who are more hardcore adventure fans will at least be happy that Rosewater has an inventory. So if that's their only requirement for an adventure game being a real adventure game, quote unquote, then they should be happy with that. Some people are, yeah, exactly. There's also that. Some people are not worth pleasing. So, you know. The thing with Steam reviews, too, is that the people who tend to leave Steam reviews are the people who either really, really love your game or really, really hate your game. It's very hard for people who just enjoy the game and think it's good or whatever, or okay, to leave Steam reviews. So I'm going to go around showing every character my entire inventory. Well, good, because I'm writing specific responses for that, so at least someone will appreciate it. And I'm still contemplating making an achievement for that. If it's not ridiculously complicated to figure out how to count, then I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's really just a matter of like set an integer, and when you show a character an inventory item, increase the integer and then count and be like, okay, well, if you got this to this point, it means that you've shown everybody everything, therefore that's it. But yeah, you do get the extremes. Which is why I always find it strange when when people like try to extrapolate number of units sold based on Steam reviews, because that's not, one of them doesn't necessarily have to do with the other, I feel, in my experience. I remember getting an email from another dev like a week in, and they were like, "Oh, congratulations on your release. Based on the number of Steam reviews you have, you must have sold this many copies." I'm like, no, nowhere near that number of copies. What are you talking about? So. Showing everybody everything was my favorite part of Freddy Farkas. I find your wax utterly irrelevant. I never, I don't think I ever did that, actually. Yay for inane spam? Who sent you inane spam? Okay, I think this should start showing again. What you said about the oh, well, it wasn't inane spam. It was someone actually, like, another dev who was actually sending me a message of congratulations, but they, I guess, listened to the people who think that Steam sales have to do with reviews. It wasn't like an advertisement or anything. It was a personal message from someone I knew. That formula is a product of Steam Spy, unfortunately. Yeah, I've never put stock into Steam Spy at all. Just looking at my own games on it is not at all accurate. No one understands that was a statistical theory. I see. Okay. Yeah, I subscribe to a newsletter, the Steam Discovery newsletter or whatever. And I'm actually considering unsubscribing from it because it doesn't ever really, like, every time I read it I'm like, this is great, but this is not relevant to me. It's basically just, oh, well, this might be a thing, but it might not be. Who knows? There was one most recently about, like, what your wish list numbers can tell you about what to expect in your week 1 sales, and it's like, well, it could be this much, or it could be this much, or maybe it might be this much. But we don't know. Yes, that is Simon Carlos's newsletter. It's all pure speculation. I've been thinking about dumping it too. Yeah, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one. Because really, it is. And like, yeah, you know, adventure games are a completely different beast. So even if it was accurate, it wouldn't really be accurate. Does that make any sense? It gets an early morning. Yeah, same. Absolutely, same with me. In fact, most of the time I read the subject line, I'm like, this is boring. I'm getting rid of this. So I don't even give it that much time. Most of the time. Yesterday I opened it because I was like, oh, this might be interesting. And I was like, nope, this is not interesting. Steam Spy Data got nerfed years ago. Yeah, I heard about that too. So, all in all, it's all just a big who knows. You get lucky or you don't. But I don't know. I mean, so far, I think probably one of the best indicators is just the reaction you get from like showing at expos and stuff. Because like Lamplight City got a pretty decent reaction from most people who checked it out, and it had a pretty decent launch. And you know, Rosewater is getting a really good reception, so hopefully that means Rosewater will have a pretty good launch too. But we'll see. I'm not like stressing over numbers or statistics or wish lists or anything. I mean, it's nice to have more wish lists right now than Lamplight City did at launch, but who knows if that means anything. Also, that totally sounds like a humble brag, which I don't mean it to be at all. I played the Lamplight City demo at New York Comic Con. That's right. That's right. That was like exactly, New York Comic Con's happening right now, so that was pretty much like 3-4 years, was that 3 years ago? I forget. But I remember meeting you, Neviclink. That was the first time I ever showed Lamplight City in public at New York Comic Con. So you were there for a momentous occasion. Alright, cool. Now all I need to do is highlight 2017 or 16. Trying to think, because I know that in June of 2016 I already had the prologue done as like a vertical slice thing, so it might have been 2016, but it might have been 2017. It was definitely probably before I repainted all the sprites, so it was still the low res sprites for sure. Because if it was in October of 2016, that meant that I had already been working on it for a while. Yeah, well, yeah. No, okay, so then it definitely would have been 2016. Yeah, you're right, the game came out in 2018. Yeah, no, it didn't have any voice until we recorded the voices for Lamplight City in December 2017, January 2018. So it didn't, I mean, yeah. The voice acting doesn't get put in until I usually wait until like pretty close to the end to put the voice acting in. And that's especially true in this case because I haven't finished writing all the dialogue yet. So once I do that, then I can start thinking about voice acting. But until then, no. So I should save my work. Although, having said that, I did spend entirely too much time the other day browsing a list of voice actors and like making little notes and saving names for reaching out to people when it comes time to cast. So I guess I'm slightly excited about the prospect of it already. But hey, I mean... oh, it's too easy, too easy. VGA 256 knows what I'm going to say. Even though it's true, if I say it, it's going to sound like I'm being insincere, so... I actually didn't know what you were going to say. I was just going to say that I love working with voice actors. Who doesn't? Ooh, I forgot to do the neck. This is where I start forgetting things. And then I get little blinks of inconsistency. Blinks of Inconsistency sounds like the name of an indie band. Alright, so long VGA 256. Have a great weekend. Good luck with cleaning out your farm. Do you actually not love working with VA? No, I really do. It's like, it's the rewarding part of the writing process is hearing people say your stuff. My hand hurts. Ugh. Time for another stretch. Like a baby. Let me drink some water too. Does Rosewater have any unnamed animals? When you say unnamed, do you mean like proper names or like species names? Proper names. There aren't really very many animals in Rosewater. There is one, and it'll have a name. But not really. Why? Do you have 100,000 Grundy bucks? Donkey McDonkey face? Are you looking to spend your... Oh, you might. I see. You're looking to spend your Grundy bucks. I see. You want to name something. Well, I can't promise anything. But perhaps I might be able to throw in your name suggestion if it's reasonable. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna... If you want to call somebody like Horsey McHorseface, I'm not gonna do that. But, you know, if you want to give me an animal name, I might find a spot for, like, someone to be like, come on, horse. Or something like that. Because please keep in mind that Grundy bucks are not legal tender, and I reserve the right to refuse your naming suggestion. Though you all are pretty good about these sorts of things. I have faith in my audience. You guys are not trolls. Hypothetically, does Lisa or Lisa Lou fit thematically into the game? Lisa Lou probably, definitely, sure. I mean, we could have a Lisa Lou in the game. As long as you're okay with, you know, it might be something that's just mentioned in passing in a conversation, like, oh, my old dog, Lisa Lou, or something like that. It all depends on if I find a suitable place for it. Oh, that's not an imposition. It's just, you know, so just a fun little Grundy buck reward. Oops. Alright, Lisa Lou, developer's choice of use. I'll put that in my notes. Thank you for your redemption. Your Red Dead redemption. Where is my... Here we go. Lisa... Do you want it to be an animal? Or can it be anything? Because if it can be anyone's name, that's way easy. Preferably animal. Okay, okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Alright. So now we just need to copy and paste the head, and we'll have a walk cycle. So that means I need to take his head. Okay. Right. Thank you. She was my wife's childhood dog. Would be a fun surprise when we play through another one of your games together. Okay, that's nice. Alright, then I will definitely... I mean, I was going to anyway, but now I'll definitely remember to put that in. I also have enough bucks for that, but I have an idea that may be too much. Can I pitch a location name to you? Sure. I mean, a location name is a little bit easier to work with because, as you can see here, in my map, on my map, it's just a travel map here. As soon as it loads. There we go. There's a bunch of little, like, fun little names around. So if you have any names that you want to throw in, I might be able to add a little town somewhere. Throw up is not the right phrase for that. I was thinking it would be cool if a Gulf Coast city or Caribbean island was named New Tunis, implying it was colonized by Barbary pirates. Yes, but unfortunately we don't really explore that region of the world in this game. So... But put a pin in that, because if we do explore that area of Vespuccia, that would be cool. To fix this. First, I need to figure out how this is going to work. Yeah, that'll be fine. It goes down. Okay. Hello, Electric Dragon UK. Happy Friday. Pinned. Fort McForderson. Yeah, no, I'm not naming anything Fort McForderson, Neviklink. But thank you for your suggestion. Saint Lenny. Saint Lenny. Saint Lenny. Could do that. Oh my god, that is a very high jump. Boing. Make sure there's no other missing pixels here. Oh, there's one there. Oh, thank you Ambrosine0 for the subscription. I need to save up so you have to name something Kevin. Well, as I said before, Neviklink, Grundy bucks are not legal tender. So I will take your suggestions. But if I can't do it, I'm not gonna do it. It's not like It's not like a Kickstarter reward where people are paying actual money to have their names and faces in the game. Got any airships I could name? There is a transcontinental airship. I don't really name it yet. Like, there's no dialogue where I mention it by name, but there could be, I guess. Fort Kevin. The usual terms and conditions apply, and the usual terms and conditions apply to those terms and conditions. Yeah, I mean, you get Grooney Bucks by watching my streams. So, you know. All you have to do is watch my streams. So, it's not quite the same as, like, you paid $50 to, or $150,000 to get your likeness in the game or whatever. Alright. I should probably put like a little disclaimer on that for anyone new. So you all have been around long enough that you know how these things work. But just in case someone shows up and they're like, why didn't I... This doesn't look too stupid. Will you refund it if it isn't used? I don't think there's a way to refund channel points. Would you want a refund of channel points? I mean, they're not worth anything. You just want to hear me say, do that stupid voice again, right, DJ Larry Parker? Alright, let's see how this head looks. Yeah, no, that's gonna have to change. His head is way too bobby right now. So, that, he should stay on the same plane, I think. For the most part. I was torn between the name redemption and redeeming 140 push-ups at once. Think of all the time. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. Hey, Slacks, thank you. Thank you for the subscription gifts to Rocky Johan and NPK and Decaf Jedi. People who aren't even here. There's a hype train incoming, apparently. And I also missed what... Let me scroll up a bit here. Oh. Big K69er, hello. Think of all the times you could redeem Miami Accent. Well, you can only redeem Miami Accent once per stream, so... Fun time Friday. Yes, hello, Big K69er. I was talking about you earlier because we were talking about Peaky Blinders. And for some reason I was like, if only Big K69er was here to give us counsel on, I guess, like, weird accents or something. Not weird accents, but like Cockney stuff. Okay, this needs to go back and up, I think. This also needs to be fixed here. It's too much of a jump. Oh, Brummy, right. Just say yam yam yam. Okay. Yam yam yam. Alright, can I do this? I mean, that's slightly better, but not really. So that needs to go back this way. This does not need to go that way. This can go... Okay, so that stays there. This goes up and back. And this goes... Okay, the problem here is... Yeah, the problem is between the first and the last, because this goes up. This should go up as well. It should be a lot higher than this, even though it's... I guess that's... Let's see how that looks. King looks like he's... Okay, I think the problem is... Let's push this one back. One. There. That works. I mean, it looks like he's walking, so it's fine. He's got a little bit of a little swagger there. How about Wolverhampton accents? Thank you for the bit slacks. That way all sounds the same to me. Alright, mate. I punctured my wheel on my bike. My bike. Ooh-ar. That's West Country, though. Okay, so there's one frame I need to fix because it's... There might be more than one frame I need to fix, really, because I still don't really feel like this is... No, I guess not. This is fine. So I'll just put in a little extra thing here. There. And that should be okay. He walks. Alright, so this is his sidewalk. Left. So we'll save this. I'll export. I'll edit it in image ready. Say really slow. Right. I'm not gonna attempt to do any accent reading now, especially not UK accents. Okay. So go to image ready and we will export animation frames as files. Sidewalk, actually we'll call it left walk, like in the old days. We'll say left walk. And we also are going to need right walk. Oh wait, hang on. That's not the right folder. Not the right folder level. So let's go here. This is where we need it. Left walk. Left walk. And then we need a make new folder right walk. And for now we will call this one left walk and save it. There we go. And let's go back to Photoshop. And now we rotate canvas horizontal. And we take our friend, the holster here. And we paste it in here. And we flip it, of course, because... Oh, wait, no, hang on. That's the wrong holster. That is the cut up holster. We need the whole holster. And we don't need that right now. Go away. So now we paste this over here and turn it sideways so that this guy's got his holster right there, which, let's look at his right side. It's for firing backwards. Good old Kurt Dawson and his swagging left walk. What guns did you base yours on? Well, this one I made up completely based on other ones, but the gun that I've been using as the model for most of the pistols are it's a replica revolver of some cowboy, I forget. It's like a cheap plastic one that's made in Spain. Well, actually it's metal. It's not cheap plastic. It's metal and wood, and it's a cap gun. And yeah. So Kurt Dawson, which I see you've noticed what his name is. Let's make sure the holster's in the right spot here. So he keeps the holster like, okay, so that the gun kind of aligns with the top of his butt here. His butt. I don't know why I said it like that. Alright, so the holster needs to go there. Alright, so we'll select, oh, we already have that copied and pasted. So now, we'll just do this. I mean, the gun doesn't really... Oops. I forgot to copy it and paste it once I had flipped it. That's better. Okay. Actually, this needs to be a little lower because the holster would clip to the belt, and that's a little too high, so it needs to be about there. Yeah. Same with this. Too high. There. Yeah, the gun should be, where the gun enters the holster should be at the base of the belt. Where that should go. That'll go there. I should get a little, like, see if I can find a sound effect that's like that, just like a clinking metal sound effect for when he walks with his gun. Hello, Skeevy Sidhe, which I'm guessing is an alternate account for Skeevy Wonder. The dong gun should be near his butt. I didn't say that. You're the one who said that, Rocky Yo. Anyway, it doesn't look like a dong anymore. I made it look more gun-like. Oh, you just changed your username. Okay. So then it is not an alternate account, it is your new username. Well, hello. Welcome back. Okay, so this needs to be somewhere in between. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, okay. His gun's there. Holster's attached to the belt. And there he goes. So let's save this. And we'll edit an image ready. Again. Because that's still open. And save export frames as right walk. Because we love those asymmetrical sprites. Alright. And now we have a left walk and a right walk. Hooray! Are you playing as good Arthur or bad Arthur? Good Arthur. I can't bring my Arthur to be bad. Most of us just changed our passwords, but you went one step beyond. Yes, you did. Okay, so I'm closing this because I've got my my walk cycles. So here's my back walk cycle, which I haven't done yet, obviously, but that's my model for it. So that's what he's gonna, his back walk cycle. And we got the front walk cycle, which is also just a nice little walk cycle. So I'm gonna do those, but I will do those later. For now, so that we get a little bit of a variety on this stream, I'm gonna import them into AGS, and we're gonna see how they look. So we'll go over to my sprites. Kurt Dawson. We got left walk. We got right walk. And I will make folders for, whoops, front walk and back walk. And now to import them all. That Red Dead stream was great fun. Well, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing it. Alright, left walk. Right walk. Oops. And now we will go to his Kurt walk view and give him some walk cycles. That's it. Okay, and now we save this because this is going to take a while. Hey, it's a horse who can drive. How would you describe your walk cycle? I would describe it as determined. That was what I had in my mind when I modeled for it. Because you know, when I film myself walking, I try and think about the character and what their walk says about them. And this is a guy who is very determined in his task. So I decided to give him a more determined walk cycle, which basically meant that I kept the stride a little short and no nonsense. He doesn't really have much swagger in his walk, unlike Jake, who really has a lot of swagger in his walk, because he's just kind of a swaggering kind of guy. This guy is a lot more like, all right, I need to find what I'm looking for. So yeah, as soon as this finishes saving, we can see it in action, because we'll see the little scene where he is. That's why I went with the sidewalk first because that's the one you see the most, so I figured it'd be the most interesting to actually see in action. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah. Hey, it's EY. I'm walking apostrophe. Oh, you did put walking. Never mind. But yeah, don't take the H off of the hey. Hey, I'm walking here. And probably also the E, or the H on the E here as well. Okay, so here we go. I have it set to start at the room that initializes this scene, so it's going to be very placeholder-y dialogue. Right, so there he is, and get out of my town, and blah blah blah, so... Blah 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 info dump. There he goes. Alright, that looks good. He walks with the rest of them. Cool. Except my kilobytes are dead. Oh, there we go. Well, the stream seems... Let's give it a little minute to recompose itself. There we go. Now it's in the green again. Alright, let's try that again. Right, so get out of my town, blah blah blah. They walk over, Alright, and there they go off together. Alright, so he walks in that direction, which is fine. It's a pretty good walk cycle. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think I'm getting better at them. So he walks that way. And then, of course, when he faces that way, he walks this way, because he's got his gun belt this way. So, yeah, he's got his opposite sides. You go this way, you go that way. Right. And then, of course... He doesn't have an up or down walk cycle, so he's just going to float into the next scene. And so he floats. Alright. Cool. Well, that was fun. Would you dread the release of a game of Metroid? You know, I've never played Metroid. Ever. I've never played any Metroid games, not even on the original NES. What was the point you decided you wanted to be a game developer as a career, or did you always know this is what you wanted to do? I mean, I started doing this as a hobby 20 years ago when I made the Ben Jordan games and some Reality on the Norm games. And it was always fun to do, but I didn't really see how to make a living off of it. But it was when I saw that like indie games were a thing, and I saw that indie adventure games were being published. That was about when I thought, oh, yeah, maybe I could do this for a living. And I guess my real epiphany as far as like wanting to do it full time was when I was coming back from a trip, and I was like, you know what? Every single time I go on vacation, and I realize that I'm coming back and I have to go back to work. I think, oh no, I don't want to go back to work. And I really want to do something where when I'm done with a vacation, I think, oh good, I get to go back to work, and not, oh no, I have to go back to work. And I thought that, you know, being a full-time indie dev would be that. And so far it has been, so. And that was in 2013. So, yeah. I love the pointing hands, ye old sign hands, perfect for the theme. What? Sorry, I missed it. What pointing hands? Oh, the exit icons. Yes. Yes. Yeah, in Lamplight City, I'm pretty sure I had them. They were just static, like the oldie type pointy hands. But I wanted to have them animated in this, so yeah, they're animated in this. They're animated in this game. Is there anyone who inspired you that you met and thought, wow? I mean, I started crying after I met Brian Moriarty and he told me that he had played a Golden Wake and he had liked it. So I guess there's that. But I don't really get starstruck that much anymore. Yeah, so see, they animate. There's up, there's down, there's right, there's left. There's also hotspot highlighters. I added the... Oh, I need to fix that, actually. Oh, that's right, I forgot I set that as a custom property. But I added exits and people, too. So... Oh, look at that. That is very small. Where did you get that? Alright, so Kurt Head's properties. Let's go to his properties, and it's going to be one of the most hintable. Hintable is false. He should not, his head, because it's a separate character, should not show up as a hintable. Nice debugging symbols. Which are my debugging symbols? You know what? I'm gonna keep on going, because I know this is about the time I usually quit streaming, but I feel like doing more. So I'm gonna take a quick break, run upstairs and go to the bathroom, and then I'll be back, and I'm going to animate his talking animation because I want him to talk. So we'll do that instead of another boring walk cycle. So I will return in about 5 minutes. So sit tight, I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back. So, let me minimize AGS and go back to Photoshop. And forget these walk cycles for now, because I will do them later. But what I'm going to do is his talking animation. And I used to do this frame by frame individually, but I realized that it's a lot easier and more practical if I do them like I do every other animation and just animate them. So, mostly because I work in layers anyway, so it doesn't really make sense not to do it that way. So let me, it's 8 animations, so I guess we'll do Shift Control. Wait, how do you do new frame? Alt Shift Control F. Alt Shift Control F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now I have my trusty Rhubarb lip sync website open so that I know exactly which of these to do. Zoom in all the way. Alright, so that's frame 1. Frame 2 is... Frame 2 is a slightly open mouth with clenched teeth. KST and E in B, which is... This is always the fun part because I get to look at myself making stupid faces. So it's pretty much... So usually what I do for this is I, let's make a second copy of this. I get rid of him. Since he has a mustache, and it's a lot easier to appreciate the movement of the cheeks in this, I'll make his mustache go this way. And also make the mustache go this way. So now we just fill in the blanks here. So keep in mind I had to do this for every single character portrait in Lamplight City, except it was a slightly different set of phonemes because I wasn't using Rhubarb. So we can check against each other here, so you can see the mouth, or the mustache comes out. But I think what I'm also going to do to indicate the cheeks spreading, the cheeks spreading, oh god, I didn't say that. To indicate the cheeks coming, you know, going from standard to as they would. I'm gonna move this out once. And I'm gonna move this a little bit over as well. Actually, I'm just gonna color them in. So that it feels like they came in a little bit more. And I guess these ones can be that color as well. That noise, what, the hissing noise I'm making? Alright, so there we have the mouth spreading a bit more. So you can see there. And we just need to... Oh, hey! ET3 Stooge is raiding with a party of 11. Welcome. Welcome to my stream. Hello, Kestrel North. So, hi raiders. What do I say when people raid me? Welcome to my stream. Actually, let me wait a few seconds just in case there's an ad playing. Wait until after the ad finishes, so... in the meantime, let me do the teeth. Which we'll do an extra layer, and this layer will be here and slightly gray on the edges here. So that's just a... Yes, that's right. That's right, Electric Dragon. As soon as I get confirmation that there's no ads and you can all see me... Oh, raid. Sorry, a bit of lag on my end, I think. Oh, that's fine. Pew, 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 pew. Hello, Pokey3. Hello, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. My name is Francisco. But my online handle is Grundislav. And I am an indie point-and-click adventure game developer. And I am currently working on a point-and-click game called Rosewater, which is a Wild West point-and-click. I will play you the trailer now, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing on my stream. So sit tight.
Tell me, what is it you want out of life? Fortune, glory, the thrill of adventure? I'm offering you a chance at all three. You just need to do me one small favor. You've something of a reputation, you know. Clever, resourceful, maybe a little dangerous. I do hope that's accurate. The path won't be straightforward. You'll encounter obstacles along the way, perhaps even some other dangerous people. You'll need some help, but I assure you the rewards far outweigh the risks. You will be richer than you ever thought possible, if you can deliver. I'll be in touch.
So that is the... Oh no, not buffering. So that's the trailer for Rosewater. If you like the look of it, check it out. It's on Steam. You can wishlist it. You can also wishlist it on GOG. There's actually a demo available right now for EGX because it's being shown at EGX. You can download the demo off of the Steam page. So anyway, what I'm working on right now is a talking animation for a character who you might wonder why he's headless, but it's the way that I'm doing talking in this game. The heads are separate characters. What was that Faraday cage for? What indeed? You'll have to play to find out. I've played both A Golden Wake and Lamplight City. Excellent. Have you played Shard Light? Because I made that one too. Kestrel North asks how many jackalopes are in this game. There are no jackalopes in this game, I'm sorry to say. So anyway, yeah, this game is actually set in the same universe as Lamplight City. So, so there's some crossover there. Oh, excellent. You have played Shard Light too. Well, then you have played all of my commercial games thus far. Well done. Thank you. I appreciate the support. So, right. So anyway, so the heads in this game, the characters' heads are separate characters in the engine. So that's why they don't have bodies, because I animate the bodies independently when they do gestures and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyway, I'm also animating the talk animations in a specific way because I will be using lip sync, and I will specifically be using Ben Jordan. I will specifically be using a program called Rhubarb. And Rhubarb has its own set of frames for specific phonemes. So the first one is this one, which is done already. And now the third one is the open mouth. Sadly, you have to head off. Well, thank you for the raid, and thank you for stopping by, ET3 Stooge. What were you streaming, by the way, before you raided? Out of curiosity. Let's duplicate this layer as well. I'm just gonna have to do this every single time. Let's also use the shape. Okay, I have to keep that in mind. It's always good to keep that in mind. Yeah, what do you play or stream? Tell us before you head off. I think there might be a lag between me and the chat. so this is open mouth, which is, this mouth shape is used for vowels like eh, as in men, 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 bat, men, bat. So, not quite the same amount of, the mustache is not open in this frame. So we're just gonna do a quick open. I thought head off was a pun. Oh, I can see why you would think that. But I don't think it was in this case. Would have been good though. It's a good one. Not like quite like Face Off. I think E3 Stooge might have left, but I appreciate the raid and I appreciate them stopping by, so thank you again for doing that. Alright, so got the wide open mouth now. Well, slightly open mouth, anyway. The wide open mouth is the next frame. Shout out to E3 Stooge. Yes, we'll follow them and figure out what they stream. Maybe someone else who's in here who is a raider can tell us what was ET3 Stooge streaming before the raid. And then we will know once and for all. Alright, so that's the mouth open. And let's do the teeth. See, this is nice too because I can just copy and paste, or not copy and paste, but I can just use the same colors instead of having to worry about going from frame to frame and remembering what the colors were. Oh, Guild Wars 2. Okay. That is quite a change from this. So hopefully this is entertaining for the new audience. Alright, so that's that, and then we'll get this and duplicate this layer. This is wide open mouth, so even wider than that one. Push the chin down too. Bump, bump. There we go. We'll keep this here. There we go. 7 Days to Die. He does woodworking too. Oh, cool. Plus other stuff. That's a very eclectic amount of streaming. That's awesome. Alright, so what I'm going to do too here is not just this, but also I want to make this go down because it is a wide open mouth, so very wide open mouth. Seems so, yeah. Alright, so do that. The mouth has 3 things. That actually might be too wide, but... Well, not really, because I wanted to have the teeth on the top and bottom, as well as the tongue. Bam, 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 bam. Let's keep... I think this needs to stay up here, like that. There we go, yeah. And then of course the tongue, which is going to be a little dark, because it's in the back of the mouth, but we can see it. Alright. Number 5. What's number 5? Number 5 is slightly rounded mouth. This mouth shape is used for vowels like AO as in off and as in bird. So, bird, Will this guy be saying this time on Family Feud? No, although now you mention it, he kind of does look like Steve Harvey, doesn't he? It's hard to get likenesses in pixel But I can assure you I did not use Steve Harvey as a model for this guy. Alright, so is one chin down. I've never done this on stream before, this whole like doing the facial expression or the mouth movements. So this is embarrassing. But this is how I do it every single time. Although it helps to have the camera because I can see I can see myself. Alright. So close that up. Close that up. And close that up. So it's just a little bit there. Woodworking plus all of Julia Minamoto's hand-on crafting, very inspiring. Yes, absolutely. Julia does a lot of cool stuff on her stream. So let's do this. So we got bird. 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 As opposed to ooh, which is ooh, bird. It's kind of the halfway point between bird and ooh. But you don't really see off, you don't see the teeth, so that's fine. Alright, so then number 6 is puckered lips. So that one's really exaggerated. So for this one, we pull the mustache in a little bit because this one is the cheeks are coming in a little more. So for this one, this bit and this bit, oops, this bit and this bit and this bit come in. There we go. And keep that. So we keep that frozen. Frozen? What am I talking about? And so, ooh. I don't think that the chin really goes down much for ooh. Ooh. Actually, there we go. Just make it extreme. Ooh. Ooh. Also known as kissy face, yes. Mwah. 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 He says. Moo. Actually, this should go down 1. Moo 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 moo. It's goldfish face. Oh my, yes. Ooh, matron. Uh-huh. Alright, so then the next one is fun because it's F. Upper teeth touching the lower lips. It's the f or v, which means that we take this again. Let me duplicate this layer. Turn that off. So for number 7, we have this again. But instead of so for this one we just have the bottom lip disappears because it's being put under this, and this is just the teeth. So it's essentially the same thing. It's just this with no bottom lip. Did Carry On films get to America? I don't know if they all did. I remember seeing Carry On Columbus when I was a child in like the 90s. And I remember thinking it was really cool because there was a few people in it that were in the Discworld games, and I was like, oh, that's what they look like. There we go. But I mean, I'm certainly familiar with the concept of them, I just haven't really seen any of them. And finally, the long L sounds with the tongue raised behind the upper teeth should be at least far as open in C, but not quite as far open as in D. So you know what that means. We're going to go to A, B, C, A, B, C, and we're going to duplicate this. And this was very easy. Layer 0, copy 7. Layer 0, copy 7. And all I'm going to do is going to be the exact same thing, except I'm going to have the tongue touching the top of the lips. There we go. And we'll also make it highlighted. So there you go. And there we go. Now we have a talking animation. Let's see how it looks. There we go. He speaks. I mean, that's obviously in order, but those are the only frames we need for convincing lip syncing when the time comes. Although I'm not, let me see, there's this little chin highlight here that disappears on a couple of frames that I want to preserve. It should go just down. Let me see if I can make it work here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and I want it to go down here too. And keep it here. Right in there. Alright, let's see there. Carry On Columbus is the worst Carry On film. Well then. That's the only one I've seen, so I've seen the worst one. It's good to know. Alright. So now that we've got this happening, let me edit this in Image Ready. Carry On Cowboy. I feel like that's thematically appropriate. Alright, so we say export frames. PNGs, obviously. Doc name plus none. I don't know why I should just keep this. Talk1.jpg. Yeah, or ping, sorry. That's what I should do at all times. I don't know why I bother with the... Okay. Talk1 already exists, so yes, replace it. There you go. No? I do not. How about we do some facial expressions? Isn't that fun? Actually, no, let me not do facial expressions until I know what facial expressions this guy's gonna need. But for now, let me put these in, and we'll see him speak. Abe Goldfart's Kenneth Williams homage in Technobabylon always cracks me up. I have not played Technobabylon, but I know about his character, and well, I mean, the reference is lost on me anyway because I've never seen any of the Carry On films, so... But that's good. Alright, talk. Leave as is, import all. Whoop. Okay, so let's go to our views. And go to Kurt Head. And we do this once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why did I do this? This was not the right place to do this. This is the right place to do this. Paste over this loop. Paste over this loop. Flipped. There we go. Now, do you think that it's even possible for a death to loop? I don't know, but I'm not going to play Deathloop because I don't have a PS5. As much as I love arcane games. Will Twitch chat be thanked in the credits? Sure. Sure, you guys have helped me out. You've been an important part of this production. I'll give special thanks to the Twitch chat, of course. I tried the code 0451 on the first door in the game and it gave me an achievement. Well, of course, that's fantastic. Dishonored, both Dishonored 1 and 2 had 0451 in them. I need to stretch my legs. Good. Takes forever to save because there's a lot of sprites. How to get PlayStation? That's a good question. I wonder how big my sprite file is. I keep saying that, but I should probably check. Let's have a look. I don't think it's 2 gigabytes yet, but it's probably very close. But we'll check after this. I just want to make sure that he speaks okay. There he is. Get out of my town, you bandit scum. We're not bandits. Jake, I'll be damned. Blah blah info dump. The sheriff is missing. Let's go look for him. Yeehaw. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Well, good. He talks. He walks and he talks. That's really all you can ask for in a character, right? Hydrate. It's not the size of the sprite, but what you can draw with it. I know we keep looking for PS5, waiting for the rates to drop below extortion. Do you know anyone for whom alcohol tastes like soap? No. Not specifically soap. I mean, I know people who don't like the taste of alcohol, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone tell me that they think it tastes like soap. Isn't it normally cilantro that people say tastes like soap? And also, how do people know what soap tastes like? Do people usually eat soap? I don't know. So many questions, really. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make yourself big, and you're gonna animate yourself walking. You were animating yourself walking the other day. Sorry. It's a bit too specific. For me, I can smoke cilantro and it feels like weed. You smoke cilantro? That's interesting. That's like, I remember when Martin Short had that prime time with Jiminy Glick show, and he'd be like, I smoke catnip. I always thought that was funny. The idea of smoking catnip. It's like really cheap weed for you grocery stores, your dealer. Well, that's nice. Taco Tuesdays are especially fun for you. I haven't had a Taco Tuesday in a while. I should probably do that again. I used to love doing that. Cilantro is also called Chinese parsley. Cilantro tastes like soap. Well, there you go. Neverclink is one of those cilantro. So, does alcohol taste like soap to you? And also, my previous question still stands. How do you know what soap tastes like? If you eat cilantro, it's like eating weed. So you get high off of cilantro? Interesting. Very interesting. Well, folks, this has been a fun time. I've learned a lot. I hope you've all learned a lot, too. No, it's like no effect. Oh, I see. I understand. If you eat cilantro, it's like if you were to eat weed, which is to say that it wouldn't do anything. I understand now. Anyway, I'm going to call it a stream. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a nice weekend. And I will see you next week for Wild West Wednesday. Yeehaw! And if you haven't already, if you're new here, if it was your first time, Wishlist Rosewater, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff. Thank you, Skeevy. Oh, you got soap in your mouth as a kid. Okay, I understand. Good night, my friend. Enjoy weekend. I will. I hope you do the same. A horse who can drive. I hope you drive many miles this weekend and that you graze on the pasture peacefully. Actually, wait. Before we go, let's raid Octorob. Because he just started streaming. So, let's do that. And let's check his stream so that we can see his reaction to my raid. Alright, bye everybody. Have fun.